You guys, I am just so glad that I did not spend a lot of money. Hey, you guys, welcome to my channel. If you are new, welcome. If you are not new, welcome back. My name is Janelle. I'm a wife and a mother of one, and we are expecting our second child. And on here, I do all things cashless budgeting. If I sound a little stuffy, it's because I have an upper respiratory infection. Been dealing with it almost for 4 days now. And so I'm just pushing through at this point. I have been able to get a lot of rest. So my husband's like, you sound better for a period of time. And then it's like, you go back downhill again. I know. Anyways, we are going to get into our week 2 expense tracking and paycheck closeout. So we are going to be looking at the 11th through the 17th of July. And I'm going to be very honest with y'all. I did not track anything in my wallet. So I'm just going to be going straight to my expense tracker to tell you guys what I spent. So first things first is we had groceries on the 11th for $177.59. So HEB $177.59. And then we had gas on the 11th for $42.75. We had Shell gas, and I don't even remember now, $42.75. And then we had gas again on the 16th. And that was $46.14, if I'm not mistaken, y'all. Yep. And then also on the 16th, we spent $15.32 at Subway. $15.32, and this was for me and my coworker. And also on the 16th, which I want to write in red, that's when I went to urgent care. And that was $75. Okay, so there really wasn't a lot of spending, you guys. Which is good because I really don't need to be spending any money on groceries and gas is really like the most important things. And then spending is only if we need to spend, y'all, because things are getting even more expensive, which is crazy because I was watching a grocery video that I had, and maybe like 2 years ago, like right after baby girl was born. So yeah, right about 2 years old. It says 2 years ago. And I was still getting a lot of stuff for the amount of money, and inflation was super high then. So it's crazy. I don't know what's going on. But I also paid my electric this week, and our mortgage. So I just wanted to point that out. And now we're going to go to the actual expense tracking sheet and look at this. So we talked about the 4 things that we had out of our spending accounts. I paid all of my bills and transferred over savings, and I paid a half of my amount to our debt. Excuse me. Okay, I had to get some water. To our loan. And then I had my sinking funds urgent care. So we are just going to jot down the amount of money that we have spent this month. So groceries was $177.59. For gas, we did $42.75 plus $46.14, which is $88.89. Nothing for household spending. Eating out was $15.32. Nothing for kids. For bills, we were at $19.90.38. Plus, we're gonna add $200. We're gonna add our savings and sinking funds to this. So plus $202 plus $15 plus. Nope, that's gonna be $24.07. $138. I need to add debt here, and we're gonna put $250. And then sinking funds, we took $75 out of there. So for just our spending accounts this week, you guys, this was like a quick week. 177.59 plus 88. That was 266.48. Amazing, y'all, amazing. And with that, we're gonna go to my monthly tracker, because there is a what I've been doing, if you're new to my channel, is I realized that it was kind of hard tracking from week to week based on what I budgeted, because if I went over, it looked like I went over, but I technically didn't, because I have a budget for the whole month. So here is where I track the monthly amounts that's left in the accounts. So for here, I am going to do a different color. But for groceries, we spent $177.59. Maybe if I do this, y'all. Okay, so $177.59. Gas was $88.89. And then nothing else was spent. So now we are gonna go over here. So $275.76 minus 177 is 98.12. 17 is what is remaining. For gas, we have 142.84 minus 88.89, and we have 53.95 left. And then we'll roll over everything else. So household is 134.64. Spending is 196. Nope, that's 146.74. Oh, we did have eating out, my B, y'all. This was 15.32. So we're gonna add 15.32 minus, 17 plus 15.32. We're at negative 32.32. And this money here, I just pay out of our household operating account, anything that's negative. And then kids is still at 81.38. So that is where we are for our July expense tracker here. And now we're gonna politely go over to our paycheck budget. This is our operating account and how much money we spent. And I need to go here and put that we spent $266.48. And then I'll calculate the rest later. So let's go to our paycheck budget here, you guys, and let's go through everything. So we had $1,311 rollover. We had $550 and $1,700 and no additional monies. So this would have been $3,550.11. We did pay our mortgage at $1,990.38, $200 for electric, and $15 for daycare. So that is $2205.38. And we need to subtract $3550.11 minus $2205. So that leaves us with $1344.73. For groceries, we spent $177.59.88. I don't remember what that number was, y'all. 88.89 and 15.88.89 and 15.32. 59 plus 88, 89 plus, nope, that is not what it was. What is 281.80? Y'all, is that what I wrote down? Because maybe it's just me being sick. Definitely not. This says 266.48. Do I not know how to count? Because 177.59 plus 88.89 plus, oh, I forgot the 1532. So this should be 281.80. That's why it's always good to have so many extra spots, because you just never know when you need to correct yourself. Okay, so it was 281.80 is what I spent this week. Okay, we got it, y'all, we got it. So 281.80. So 1344.73 minus 281.80 equals 1062.93. We'll roll that over here. I did stuff my sinking funds and savings. If you guys haven't checked out that video already, so check that out. So we put 202 into sinking funds and savings. That left us at 860.93. And then we did do 250 here. So we'll minus 250. And this will be 610.93. 610.93. And then we're actually going to go look at our checking account, our operating account, just to make sure the numbers should match. So 907.83 minus 281.80, 626.03 minus 15 is 611.03. Is that what I had, y'all? I had 610. I wonder where I went wrong. I'm a little change off, but that's okay. It's still right within the vicinity of where I should be. So, yeah, I don't know where I went wrong. And I think it was here, because this should be 93 instead of 83. If I did 907, 3 minus 281.80 equals 626.13 minus 15, 611.13. No, child, I don't know what I did, y'all. Don't mind me. But that is where we are, y'all. That is where we are. I'll figure it out later. I won't hold y'all to it. But this was my week 2 weekly check-in and paycheck 2 closeout. And baby girl has come to make her appearance again. But thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one. Mama.